Welcome to episode number 17, episode of the show 20 postseason series. And for some time, the last episode said episode 17, but I said 16, it's actually 16. I just fixed it earlier today. So this is episode 17, name one of the World Series between the Braves and the Twins. Last time the Twins went to the World Series, they played the Braves. That was in 1991. And the last time the Braves got the World Series, it was 1999. Last time they won it was 1995 for the Twins. Last time they were there, 1991, and they won it that year. This is best of 5, not best of 3. In real life, obviously, it's best of 7, but here I put it the best of 5. Smart Soroka versus 10th of May. That says J. Rizzi. But that's not true because they have. That's not true. No, it's not. Because I didn't start in this game. Well, it was supposed to be number 5 star for road teams, I believe. Believe so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Odorizzi was supposed to start. It was supposed to be, I believe, number 5 starter for this game. If you go to the bot store. Yeah, it was a number 5 starter. Now it was supposed to be a Twins number 5 starter, but it was Barrios instead. So it's actually on my 10th of May versus Mike Soroka, I believe. I believe so, yes. So let's do it. 8:05 Eastern. Braves at Twins. By full game. Twins are the gold controller and the Braves are the blue controller. Here we go. That's Barrios for the Twins and not sure. Camargo, I believe. Oh yeah. Road uniforms for the Braves, home uniforms for the Twins. Here we go. Target Field holds 38,885. Opened in 2010. Presentation mode broadcast team style the show theme. Crew counts on. Tile cover, clear skies. And it's not Odorizzi because it's only Maeda. And then so Ready versus Ready, 81 versus 85, or 85 versus 81. Sort of that bad loss in anyone that on BS. And then and Duvall has the DH. Pitchers do not bat, remember that. It's fine. On the play-by-play after first game, here we go. He only pitched 2 innings because he was cut short in his starting game 3 of the ALDS because of a rain delay, 90-minute rain delay. We are here at Target Field in downtown Minneapolis for Game 1 of the 2020 World Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Minnesota Twins. Hi there everybody, Vinny J here in 342 at 18 in the Man Cave. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm not alone. My mom's actually and dad are out right now, so they're not. Obviously, my mom's not in here, and my dad's not riding the bike. As you can see, first in the NL East, 97.55 for the Braves. First in the AL Central for the Twins at 101.61. And yeah, it's 10 to Maeda for the Mike Soroka for the Braves and 10 to Maeda for the Twins. The Game 1. The Game 1 of the Fall Classic is here on the show. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. First World Series game at Target Field. They only have 3 playoff games. All 3 against the Yankees at home and they're 1-3. Obviously, they haven't won they're on a 16-game losing streak. largest postseason losing streak in MLB, NHL, NBA, and NFL. Here's Kenta Maeda, one starter in the postseason, no record, no ERA, 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 whip, 0 walks, 1 strikeout. That was only through 2 innings because he was taken out after a 90-minute rain delay in Game 3 of the ALDS, which the Twins won 2 games to 1 over the Yankees in the ALDS, and won 2 games to 1 over the Astros in the ALCS. And both times they were down lost Game 1 and won Game 2 and 3. Both times lost Game 1 in New York, and then Houston, New York, won Game 2 at home, and won Game 3 in New York, and then against the Astros in the ALCS. Lost Game 1 in Houston, won Game 2 at home, and won Game 3 back in Houston. Here we go. 2 in Minnesota and 2 in Atlanta, and remember that Game 4 cannot be played. Could be played if it does go to Game 4. And the only way the series doesn't go to Game 4 is if someone sweeps or 0. Here we go. One on pitch to Acuna. That's a line drive, and that is past Kepler all the way to the wall. Acuna's gonna start off the World Series. He's around third, and he's in there with a leadoff triple. The first batter of Game 1 of the World Series is in with a triple. Alcides Escobar started the World Series in the bottom of the first for the World in 2015 with an inside the park home run. Not sure what. Yeah, it said out of play. I thought Acuna was doing it. He won the Silver Slugger Award for center base in the NL. Here's Albies. That was a really great start. Here's Albies. That's a line drive. They will score Acuna, and Albies is in. A triple by Acuna, and now a double by Albies, and it's 1-0 Atlanta in the first inning. My goodness, here's Freeman, who has 391 in the postseason, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. That's a foul ball, 1-2 to the first baseman. The DH is the ball, 1-2 count. That's a fly ball. That ball is not coming back. Freeman has gone deep. It's 3-0 Braves in the first inning. Freddie Freeman with a home run. So straightaway left field, a 2-run home run. His first home run. His first home run of the World Series, second home run of the postseason. 391 feet, 107 miles per hour at the bat, and made a safety 3 runs in the first inning. And here comes Ozuna, and 333, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. That's a foul ball. These fans are really quiet now. Remember, Game 2 should be going up on Friday. This should be going up on Thursday. I hope so. 1-2 down. That's a little tapper to a rise. And that's the first down of the ball game. And there's 1 down, but still 3-0 Braves. And here's the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves. Ronald Acuna Jr., Ozzie Albies, Freddie Freeman, obviously with the home run, Marcell Ozuna, Travis Darnell, Adam Duvall, DH, because we're at Mercury Park, and their NCR, Johan Camargo, and Danzy Swanson. And here we go. This is only number 5 batter. The triple double home run, and then 4-3 ground out. That just devastating. But it's only 3-0, and you still have a whole game to play. That's a little popped up. Oh, so Sano in foul territory, overran it, and then it, I believe, bounced into his glove. Foul ball. 3-2 count. That's a little fly ball down the line, and that is an 8 pitches out of play. Ow. Two count. That's another foul ball. Too close to come. Not 10 pitching coming at bat. Already 20 first pitch down from Maeda in the first inning. That's a ground ball. And he's giving up 3 runs all earned and 4 hits, and only gone through an inning and a third. And this is done disastrous because here's Adam Duvall, the DH. Batting 509 runs, 1 RBI. It's a foul ball. He did start, I believe, 1 postseason game. 5 balls, 18 strikes, 23 total pitches for Maeda in this inning, and in the game, he's first. That's a pop-up. As he jammed him, a rise back, and he will make the catch in the infield. Dirt, 2 down. So he's in Sierra. on down. That's a foul ball, 1-2. Here we go, 1-2 count. That's a ground ball to Polanco. A shaky first inning for Maeda, and it's 3. Twins coming to bat, and it's 3-0 Braves after half an inning in Game 1. Mike Soroka, 1 star in the postseason, 0-1 after a 10.80 ERA. They have like 7 earned runs in Game 1 of NLDS. 5 innings, 10 hits, 2 whip, no walks, no strikeouts. So he got really roughed up in Game 1 of the NLDS, which they lost 10-2 over the Cardinals. 1 on town. That's a ground ball against the Shift Camardo. 1 down. I didn't mean to skip it. Here's the starting lineup for the Minnesota Twins. Sorry. Matt Shepard, Harry Pollina, Nelson Cruz, Josh Johnson, Eddie Rosario, Mitch Garver, Miguel Sano, Luis Arraez, and Byron Buxton. Here's Polanco, man. 474 in the postseason, no home runs, 2 RBIs. That's a ground ball, and then it's past the diving third base, and Swansea behind it. It's doing a tough play save. Polanco's on with the infield single. Here comes Boomstick. 1-2 count. The DH. That's a ground ball. Should be 2. Swanson. Albies. Freeman double play and over. And they've won in Game 1 of the World Series. The score is the Braves 3 and the Twins 0. Here's John Camardo as Maeda. I mean, center number 8 batter. And that's a line drive, and that's on a day in the left field. Maeda, I mean, only went 2 innings and then 3 they yes, because of the 90-minute rain delay. And I mean, that's already 5 hits in the first inning plus. I mean, they're starting to warm up Cody Stachat in the bullpen in the 2nd inning. Maeda's gone not even an inning or 3-2 count. That's a ground ball, 2-2. Arraez, Polanco, Sano double play, 2 down. Here's Acuna triple, then start the ball game, and then score on Albies double. That's a pop fly, or a fly ball, don't bet Kepler, and he makes the catch. We're through an inning and a half at Target Field in Game 1 of the World Series. The score, the Braves 3 and the Twins 2. Or the Braves 3 and the Twins 0. There's Josh Johnson. So I'm back a little bit. About 15 minutes later, but either way. As I had to finish a math test. Well, I finished it, but I had to like correct some answers, so I'm bad. I passed. Not 92, so that's good. So yeah, here's Donaldson. Wrong controller. It's 3-0 Braves in the first inning. My mom predicted 4-2 Twins, and she's already wrong. That's a ground ball to the Albies. 1 down here in the bottom of the 2nd inning, Game 1. And the music you could hear, the start was a little different, and I forgot. They didn't do the Twins defense, so I'm not going to do the Braves. Anyway, here's Rosario, batting .519 in the postseason. That's a ground ball, and he punches it against the ship. Rosario is on. And here comes Sano, I think. Or is it Darver? I think it's Darver. Yeah, it's Darver. And 1 home run. That was a walk-off home run in Game 2. And yeah, you know, 1 on town. That's a bullet! Here comes Sano's Italian run. Here's Sano, timer at the plate. That's a bullet! Fielded by Swanson. That's a not a double play throw. Pulled Freeman out the pad. Now, you know, on the field, World Series is like, it says World Series, and then in between it says 20, and then below that, and below it on the 20 again. World Series is basically in 1 line. And obviously, in the bottom right-hand corner of the scoreboard, it's World Series on like 2. Here's Arraez with hit. Here we go, 1-1 count. That's how Tamper back to the pitcher. And he will step on the bat, beat Arraez there, end it over as the Twins strand a pair of runners. We're through 2 in Game 1 of the fall last at the score. as the Braves 3 and the Twins 0. The use of the start was really good though. If you looked at it, if you listened to it, it was really good. Here's Albies, who doubled the center batter of the game first to drive in Acuna. That's a ground ball against the shift, but right to Donaldson. Try a 5-3 round out, although like a 6-3 round out. Either way, there's one down in the third. Here's Freeman homered, and not over and chase that yet, but Cody Shashat is ready and waiting, and not a want should be. It's made it 3-0 in the first inning, 1-1 count. That's a ground ball against the shift. That ball will go all the way to the wall, and that's gonna be a double. So you only need a single and a triple, but for him, probably not going to do a triple. But now, I mean, my goodness. Here's Ozuna. 1-1 count. That's a line drive, and that will two-hop the wall in the corner. Freeman will score. The RBI double by Ozuna, and it's 4-0 in the third. 4-0 in the first, or in the third. Here's Sarno. 1-1 count. Or swing and a miss. That wasn't a 1-1 count. He was 1-1 in the game. First right up from Maeda. And here comes Adam. The ball popped out in the first, trying to keep it at least within a grand slam. That's a foul ball. 1-2 to the 1-2 to the DH for the Braves. That's a little Tamper's on a tough place to know. Over there, Maeda got him in and over. But then to RBI double by Marcell Ozuna. The score is now 4-0 Braves after 2.5 innings of play in Game 1 of the 2020 World Series here on the show. Here we go. Here's Byron Buxton, the top of the order, follow. That's old Tamper's on a tough play. Albies had to get over there. And that will not go as those Buxton's on with an infield single. And here comes Kepler, who's been in 125 in the postseason. Not really. There goes Kep. That's a ground ball. There goes Buxton. Pardon me. Buxton will go all the way to third. Kepler at first. Buxton at third. No. Here we go. Here's Polanco. That's a ground ball. Could be two. Albies for one. Polanco threw at the first double play. The run does score on an RBI for Polanco. 4-3 double play. Now we stepped on the bat himself. Threw it to Freeman like a off balance. No RBI for Polanco, but the run does score. Here comes Cruz. No runners on, 2 outs. 0-1 the game. That's a foul ball. The run does score, so you got a run back, but no RBI because can't. If it was a fielder's choice, it would have been an RBI because of the double play, no RBI. That's a fly ball. And the shift on, going over is Acuna in the right center field, and makes the catch. But the Twins do get 2 runs on, or 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no runners left. We're through 3 in Game 1 of the World Series of scores. The Braves 4 and the Twins 1. We're back at the Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Let's go on the field. Check in with Tiny Watney.
Chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay. Thank you, Heidi. Here's Inciarte.
Now batting, Ender Inciarte.
0-1 the game. 7-8-9 due up for the Braves in the top of the 4th. 4-1 Braves. That's a fly ball! That will tail foul.
And that will end up a foul ball. Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count.
That's a ground ball. That's a base hit. That is the 8th hit he's given up. He's given up 4 runs, all earned. I mean, 3 innings pitched, 8 innings, 4 runs, 4 runs, no walks, 1 strikeout, and 53 pitches. I mean, 8 hits is insane. 2-1 count. That's a foul ball. I never checked the umpire. Sorry, I didn't show him because it's a little too late for that now. But I'm gonna show him to you. It might be Freddie Purdy behind the plate. Now it's all hundreds. So 100% full, 44 degrees and clear. I mean, it's 41 degrees for game 2. Wind 7 miles per hour blowing in from right field. Behind the plate, Earl Andrews at first base. Woody Taylor at center base. Ed Jones at third base. Clyde Washington. Here we go. As Maeda really didn't punch that. That's a ground ball. It's another base hit. That is his 9th inning he's given up, and he's given up 4 runs, all earned. And that could be the end of the day for him. Here comes Swanson, and here comes Rondo Baldelli. And here comes Cody Stashak. 3rd appearance in the postseason. No record, no save, no save opportunities. 3 1/3 innings. No ERA, no strikes, no walks. 250 average versus right-handed batters and left-handed batters. And here we go. The runners on base are responsible of Maeda. Here we go. That's a fly ball! That is hit well! That ball is gonna get past Buxton, or Buxton cannot get there. And now we have Swanson who threw to second, not in time. It's 5-1. The runner that runs. Here comes Acuna. Infield back for some reason. 1-2 count. That's a ground ball. That is gonna score another one. RBI ground by Acuna. Here comes Al. He's running at third, 1 out, and it's 6-1. The Rays are punching bad in the Twins right now. Here's Albies. Going back, they're on a 4-game winning streak if you're keeping down. 1-1 count. That's a little tapper, and that's gonna bit past Maeda. Another RBI ground. That's 7-1. I got past Maeda. Here comes Freeman, who's 2 for 2 with a homer, double, and 2 RBIs. That was a 2-run homer, a home run. That's a foul ball. 1-2 to Freeman. I mean, I believe the 5th and 6th runs are charged to Maeda, and the 7th run is charged to Stashak. That's a ground ball, and he is 3 for 3 with a homer, double. And my goodness, he can't. Sanoa just missed him. He needs a triple for the side. There's Ozuna, and he just 1 or 2 with a double and RBI. That's a ground ball. Sanoa bobbles it, but he sits on the band and it's over. The Braves get 3 more, and they're up 7-1 after 3.5 innings of play. 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Braves. 1 run and 5 hits, no errors for the Twins. And the Twins players don't have an RBI because the score on a double play. That's a base hit for Donaldson, is it? Out at first! He just throws out at a 9-3 for the Twins. Well, up to 20 seconds to challenge the call at first base umpire. I believe first base umpire Woody Taylor. That was a horrendous. At this point, then he kind of wanted him to be safe. Was he safe though? Oh yeah, he was. I mean, it wasn't. He probably beat it by half a step, which he looked safe at live time. I thought he was. And Woody Taylor would go over there, but the only umpire that will have a pair of headphones on will be his home plate umpire, Andrews. Gotta have indisputable video evidence, and right there. I mean, it looks like it is. And here's the decision as umpire, and the headset comes off, and he's safe. And they did another challenge later in the day if necessary. So that's 1 base runner. Got it. Some runs now. That's a bullet, and that is so bad. And now Rosario did a big turn, threw at the first, not in time. 2 runners on, nobody out for Mitch Garver, who had a career last year. That's a foul ball. 1-2. 1-2 count. That's a bullet! Deep right field! That ball is not coming back! Gone in the second deck! Mitch Garver with a home run at 7-4 now! Mitch Garver with a solo homer to straight out field in the second deck, or possibly a third deck, has set first home run of the World Series, second home run of the postseason, 386 feet, 105 miles per hour off the bat, and he has cut their lead in half, or the Braves' lead in half, to 3. It was 6, now it's 3, and it was 7-1, now it's 7-4, and now it's not that. I mean, my goodness. And let's look at the 105 miles per hour off the bat, 386 feet. They did in the top deck. No, it went in the U.S. U.S. Bank Homer Report Show. That's his first home run of the World Series, second home run of the postseason. That's a ground ball, he punches it, it's a shift! Tying run coming on deck, and it's all, well, I believe it's tying run is Buxton right now. There's still nobody out, and there's been 11 runs through 3.5 innings. That's a little looper, and it's going to be caught by Ozuna, one down. Now, Buxton ended on, Kepler's a tying run on deck, runner at first, 1 out. There's Buxton who singled and scored one of the 4 runs. I believe they scored. It was a 3-6 Steelers choice. Buxton beat it out. Here comes Stempler. 1-2 with a single in the third when Buxton was running. You might see that again. 1-1 count. There it goes. Buxton! Throw from his knees! Got him at second! What a throw by Travis Stone, not winning over! Thanks to a 3-run homer by Mitch Garver. The score, he has cut the Braves lead in half at 3 at 7-4 after 4 innings of play. Here we go. Now it's 7-4. Here's Seychak. That's a fly ball, and it is caught. I believe they have to tie it for whatever his name to be off the hook, I believe. Here's Maeda. 3 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout, 59 pitches. So I believe, a postseason out, 1-1 count. That's a foul ball. Line drive foul. 3. 1-2 count. That's a ground ball. It's on a tough play for Polanco. And he got it. What a stretch by Sano. 2 down in the 5th. Here's the postseason brackets. You can see how these 2 teams got to the World Series. Here comes Ciarte. 1-1 count. That's a ground ball to Polanco. On the move, got him in and over. Halfway home here in Game 1 of the 2020 World Series. The score, the Braves 7 and the Twins 4. 1, 2, 3 do it for the Twins in the bottom of the 5th. Still have 5, 6, 7, 8. No, so still have 5 more at bats, including this at bat. These at bats. That's a ground ball. Gets the shoot right to Camargo. Throw to first. High, but Freeman keeps his foot on the bat. 1 down. Here's Bondo singled in the 1st inning. And I believe running a double play. That's a little tapper. It's on a tough play. 67 feet from Polanco as he waited for the ball to get to him. And he is, whoa! I want to say, this is your final challenge opportunity if they win or lose it. My word, how in the world is Yell? I mean, like, this is your final opportunity regardless if you win or lose it. Oh my! Again, this is a horrendous call at first base of all hundreds. Is on the throw by Acuna from the outfield. They did Donaldson. He said, now this one's on a 6-3 ground now, and now, well, if this happens again, you still can't challenge it because this is your final opportunity regardless if you win or lose it. But again, look, foot on the bat and the ball. It's not even close. I mean, horrendous. And so, sorry, I skipped it. He did beat it out. 1-1 count the Cruz now. That's a ground ball. That is through base hit. And Polanco will slam on the brakes. And here comes Donaldson's a tying run. Donaldson's coming to the plate. Who had a 3-run homer in Game 2 of the ALDS. 1-1 count. That's a fly ball. That ball is hit well as it gets in. But it will die on the edge of the orange track. Polanco's tagged, and he's in there easily. Runners at corners, 2 outs, and now Eddie Rosario to tie with a homer. 2-2 with 2 singles and a run scored. 1-2 count. That's a line drive. That ball is 1 up, so 1 run will score. Cruz is only 15 feet, only held at third, but it's 7-5 with the tie run at center base. And here comes Garver with homered earlier. And they made it 7-4, and he can give the Braves, the Twins the lead with a home run. They're starting to learn Darren O'Day in the bullpen. And hit to tie it. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 2-2. 2-2 count. That's a ground ball, should get it out of it. Throw to first by Swanson. It's in time. But the Twins did a run back, and they're within 2. And the 5 has scored. The Braves 7, and the Twins 5. Slugfest. 7 runs in 11 hits, no errors for the Braves. 5 runs on 12 hits, no errors. 4. Twins have one more hit than the Braves, but they have 2 less runs. That's a ground ball. Back in it goes. Jeter jump throw. Got it. What a play by Donaldson. 1 down. Here comes Swanson, a 1 for 2, a double RBI, and score 1 of the 7 runs for the Braves. That's a ground ball. Sano throws it to Chase that. The pitcher, and he wins the foot race. Sets on the bat, 2 down. Braves, I mean, they have 7 runs. Here's Acuna, who tripled the lead on the ball game and scored on Albies' double. That's a ground ball. He is 2 for 4 with and now chance for a 9th. Here comes Albies, and remember, Acuna has 86 speed. And they're starting to warm up Dat Littell in the Twins bullpen, just behind Braves bullpen, right center field. Energy of State Shots in the yellow, 1-1 count. That's a little looper. Buxton coming in, look at his own catch in center field and over. We're through 5.5 in game 1. The score is the Braves 5 and the Twins, or the Braves 7 and the Twins 5. 7, 8, 9 do it for the Twins in the bottom of the 6th. Sano, Arise, Buxton. You're going to leave the starter in there. It's been 11 runs. 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, 12 runs through 5.5 innings. I mean, this is a really becoming a slugfest. At one point, it was 7-1 Braves. I mean, if the Twins didn't hit 1 base runner on the time, it's coming to the plate. 2-2 count. That's a ground ball. Trying to tap by Slide. Off the heel of the glove for Swanson, and Sano beats it out. And I'll say base hit, and here comes a ride. Not much of a home run power, because he only, I believe, had 3 last year, and he only has 1 RBI in the postseason here. And they're not he's in line for the win. Here comes Darren O'Day. So he's in line for the win. Third appearance for Darren O'Day. 4 innings, 333 average right-handed batters, and no average left-handed batters. No saves, no save opportunity, no ERA, no strikeouts, and no walks. And the runner at first is responsible of Mike Soroka, but he's in line for the win right now. Here we go. Submariner. That's a line drive. That's a base hit. And Sano slam on the brakes. Here comes Buxton with a rise at first, represents the timer. Here comes Buxton, their go-ahead run. There's 1 for 2, a single, and a run scored. Here we go. 3-2 count. That's another foul ball. This is a really. Here we go. 3-2 count again. That's a fly ball. You might see a rise Tad. Caught by interior there in center. Here comes Sano, actually. Throw to third is up wide. And Sano's up 90 feet. Here comes Kepler. And time run at first base still. He didn't move up, but the runner at center did. That's a ground ball. That is off the body of Acuna or Albies. Not in time. Tyler at center base. Kepler at first as the go-ahead run. 7-6 with Polanco coming into play. 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a run scored, and the time on the center base. 1-2 count. That's a ground ball. Slide it off the Camargo's heel. Save. Bases loaded. And a hit to give the Twins the lead. This is becoming Dave's on view for the Braves. That's a ground ball. That is a base hit. The Twins will take the lead. Front runners going to third. Save, and the Twins have come all the way back. 7 straight runs, and it's 8-7. And the inning continues. And now Maeda's on the hook for the loss. And both sides are down. We didn't have no decision. And Luke Jackson's starting to frantically warm up because they're in some trouble now. 7 straight runs again up. 3-2 count. That's a drama. Should be 2. Albies. Swanson. Freeman double play. But the Twins do take the lead. We are done with 6 innings in game 1. It's now 8-7 Twins. Twins, I mean, at one point on 7-1, thrown over by and here comes Littell. Third center appearance in the postseason, 2/3 innings, 3.38 ERA, no walks, no strikeouts, 500 averages, left-handed batters, and no averages. right-handed batter. So this is a lefty right now. Here we go, one on count. That's a ground ball. It's a tough play for Donaldson. Range into his right. Got him at first. One down. Here's Ozuna, who doubled and drove in one of the 7 runs for the Braves. But at one point they're up 7-1. And then a few hits and a three-run homer by Garver. And Ozuna's throwing the second. And he's in there with a double. Time and run at center base. Going on to the play. Here comes Darno's homered. Single back in the first. That's a ground ball. That is past the diamond. Going to home is Ozuna. Cut off by Sano, and he couldn't have the play. Could have been out if it wasn't cut off by Sano. RBI single by Darno, and we're tied at 8. It's the first run for a while, but we're tied at 8. That's a fly ball. And that ball is going to be caught by Kepler, and there's 2 down. But we're tied at 8, and here's Enciarte. One on count. That's a fly ball, pop-up foul. There's a 4-seam fastball, slider, changeup, and a 2-seam fastball. 1-2 count. That's a ground ball to Polanco. Throws it to the right, and the inning's over. 7-inning stretch time here at Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. The score is the Braves 8 and the Twins 8. And we're back at the Target Field. It's on the field. Dennis Chet doing tiny Montney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the
Rocco Baldelli.
discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their effort.
That's 8 runs and 17 hits, no errors. And the Braves have 8 runs and 14 hits, no errors. For some reason, when they show this view, the one that has a jack down and stand up is always the pitcher pitching for that team, which right now is Attell. And here comes Luke Jansen. 3rd appearance in the postseason. 12 ERA, 3 innings pitched, and here's Rosario, and they're starting to warm up. Trevor May in the Twins bullpen, just behind the Braves bullpen, left center field, righty, and then no action in the Braves bullpen. 1-1 count. Rosario's 3 for 3 in the game. That's a ground ball right to Camargo. That's a shift on, 1 down. Here's Mitch Garver, 2 for 3 with a homer single, and that homer made it 7-4, and now they ended up taking the lead at one point, but then that's a ground ball, punches it between, and it's a shift, and he's on. He's 3 for 4 with a homer and 2 singles and 3 RBIs, and obviously a run score on the home run. Here we are, Sano. That's a foul ball, trying to retake the lead. This has been a big battle here. At one point, they were down 7-1, and now they had to tie it. That's a foul ball. Well, at one point they scored 7 straight runs to take a lead, but then the Braves tied it. 1-2 count. That's another foul ball. This guy, I believe, has a slider, 4-seam fastball, and a sweeping curve. 1-2 down to Sano. That's another foul ball. A good battle between Luke Jansen and Medel Sano. Here we go. 1-2 down to Sano again. That's a ground ball. It's going to be a tough turn, and Albies will not even look at second. Runner at second, 2 outs. One at least at the sure out. Is here comes the rise. It's 1 for 3 in the game with a single and a run scored. Go ahead and run at center base, 2 outs. 1 on count. That's a low looper. Will it get down? And that ball is down. And Sano will score. The runner at second will score. And he's in there with a double. And the Twins retake the lead. Here comes Buxton. 1 on count. That's a ground ball to Albies. And he overran it sort of, but still got Buxton. But the Twins do retake the lead thanks to a RBI double by Luis Arraez, not Byron Buxton. The score is now the Twins 9 and the Braves 8 after 7 innings of play. Here we go. Here's Camargo still against Zatlett. 3-2 count. That's a line drive over, and it is out of the reach of Rosario, and he's in there with a double. Back and forth the teams go. And the leadoff double on the tying run that's ended base with nobody out. And Charlie Tollerson a pinch run. Yeah, pinch run for the runner at center base. And here comes Trevor May. Third appearance in the postseason. 250 hours as a right-handed batter or left-handed batter. No average as a right-handed batter. No strikeouts, no walks, no ERA. No save opportunities, no saves, no record. 2 1/3 innings. It's an insane game right now. 1-1 count. That's a ground ball. That is through base hit. They're gonna hold the runner at third base. That was a runner and no chance. Runner at the corners. Nobody out for Acuna. 2 for 4 in the day. Infield play with a double play. Swing, or foul ball. Tying run at third base. Go ahead run at first base. Double plays in order. That would tie it. That's a little looper. It's gonna be a tough play for Kepler, and he will. That is over. That is passed all the way to the wall. The go-ahead run could score. Here he comes with Acuna right by him, and he will score. And the Braves retake the lead. A RBI 2-run triple by Acuna, second triple of the game, and the Braves take a 10-9 lead. 1-1 count. That's a ground ball. A rise, and the run will score. The run will score. Rise out the middle, and it's an RBI ground out by Albies, and it's 11-9. 1-2 count. That's a ground ball. Needs a triple for the cycle, but that won't be a triple or a hit. 2 down. As now, this is Ted going back. This is the biggest lead for a while. Here's Ozuna. And starting the warm-up, Will Smith in the bullpen and left center field. 2-1 count. That's a line drive. Kepler back. Like it does no touch in right field, but the Braves get 3 runs to them on a 2-run triple by Acuna, second triple of the game. We're through 7.5 in game 1. The score: the Braves 11 and the Twins 9. Tollerson will remain in the game and probably play third base. Here we go, top of the order. 1, 2, 3. Kepler, Polanco, Cruz. And here comes Will Smith. 4th appearance here in the postseason. 4 innings pitched. Here we go, 1-1 count. That's a ground ball, it's a tough play. Swanson to left the center, throw to first. Safe at first! Infield single for Kepler, and he's starting to come alive in the postseason. Polanco, 4-seam basketball slider, curveball, and a changeup for Will Smith. That's a ground ball, could be 2. Swanson sits on the back line. First! That is a safe at first! Safe at first! Cruz, 2 for 4, 2 singles and 2 RBIs. Can tie it in with a home run, 1-1 count. That's a ground ball! That is past him! Polanco is first to third. No chance as they do throw the third. Not in time. Right there, corners, 1 out. And you might see a pinch runner for. Here comes. And JT will pinch run for Nelson Cruz at first base with the tying run. I meant to send the runner at first home, or first set it not. Okay, here we go. 1-2 down to Donaldson. That's a ground ball to a top play Acuna. And throw to first, low pitch by Freeman, and then it's over. It is 11-9 Braves after 8 innings of play in Game 1 of the 2020 World Series. Okay, here we go. It may remain in there. Here's Darnell. Swinner and Mr. tied the game at 8 at one point. The Braves then took the lead. That's got 3 in the 8th. Is that this has been at one point the Twins are down 6 runs, 7-1, and they ended up having the lead 8-7, and then Braves tied it 8-8, and then the Twins actually had the lead 9-8, and then they got 3 runs. That's a little looper that will get down, hit the sidewall, and Darnell goes the second. He's in there with a leadoff double. Trying to do an assurance run here. Here comes Duvall, who's the DH, is 0 for 4 in the game, despite his team's, they have 11 runs on 18 hits, no errors, and the Twins have 9 runs on 21 hits, no errors. 21 hits for the Twins. That's a line drive. That will go all the way to the wall. Darnell score easily, and that's the ball's first hit. 1 for 5, and that's an RBI double, and it's 12-9. 4 unanswered runs, and it's 12-9. Mays didn't tired, and Brennan Tyler Duffy it was 0-1. He took the loss in game 1 of the ALDS. 3-1 count. That's a ground ball. That is a diamond stop to save the run. Runner at center will stay safe at first. 2 runners on, nobody out. And here comes Tollerson. His first batting 0 in the postseason. His first bat because he came as a defensive replacement. That's a ground ball. Could be 2. No, it's out of the reach of Polanco. First hit of the postseason for Tollerson. Not in time at home. It's 13-9. Trying to pull away again for. Here we go, here's Swanson. That's a ground ball, and then it's passed! And they're going to hold the runner as he could have easily scored. Bases loaded, nobody out, and they're already up by 4. No safe situation now. And here comes Acuna. 2-1 count. He's been outstanding. Swing and a miss. 3 for 5. 2 triples to send on 3 RBIs. 2 and triple to give them the lead in the 8th. 2-2 count. That's a fly ball. It's a tough play for Kepler. White to no catch as they'll hold the runner at third base. Runner at third, or base loaded, 1 out for Albies now. 1 for 5 in the game. His 1 hit was a double in the first inning. 2-1 count. That's another foul ball. 2-2 count. That's another foul ball. It remains 2-2 to the Braves second baseman. Here we go. 2-2 count. That's a ground ball! That's a base hit! 1 run will score! Throw home is not in time! It's 15-9! 1-1 count. That's another foul ball, or it's 1-2 to Freeman. Triple shy of the title, so another chance for a triple. 1-2 count. That's a looper! It's a foul ball, and that will not get there. I don't know how he has that's a blitz. Here comes their long reliever, Matt Wisler. First appearance during the postseason. Here we go, 1-2 count. That's a ground ball at the middle. The bleeding continues. It's 16-9, and in the last 2 innings they have scored 8 runs. Here's a zoom out runner. That's a ground, could be 2. Arise, Polanco, Sano, and the inning's finally over. The Twins need 7 runs to tie 8 to win. Middle of 9 to score. The Braves 16, the Twins 9. Here we go. It is 5-7 due up for the Twins in the bottom of the 9th, and they're down by a lot. That's a line drive. Led as though catch by Ozuna in left center field. There's 1 down. At one point, they were down 7-1. This is just, there's been 25 runs in the game. Here's the Arbor. That's a little tamper. Bat to Smith. Left of the mound. Throw to first is in time, and the Twins are down on final out. Right? 4-game winning streak during the postseason. Twins, obviously 2. 1-1 count. Here's Sano. That's a ground ball off the Freeman's left, trying the pitcher cover, and game over, and the Braves win game 1 of the World Series here in Minnesota, and have a chance to hit a 2-0 series lead if they can win game 2 tomorrow night, right here at Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. At one point it was 9-8 Twins. The Braves got 8 runs in the last. I believe they got 3 in the 8th. And 5 in the 9th to put this game out of reach. And the Twins, they're not 1-0. Really, they're best of 5. They have to, really, if you lose game 2, you're basically doomed. But the Braves have a chance to take a 2-0 series lead if they can win game 2 tomorrow night, right here in Minnesota. Or if they have a chance to take a 2-0 series lead if they can win game 2 in Minnesota. Here's, Braves. Top 2 hitters, Freddie Freeman, Ronald Acuna Jr. Top 2 hitters for the Twins, Mitch Garber and Eddie Rosario. Usually the top hitter for the winning team's player of the game. But it looks like it's going to be Freeman, actually. He was the second best hitter for the Braves. So it's not only a 2 news, despite, I mean, he had 2 triples, the Twins had a 2-run triple, but it's only Freddie Freeman, number 5, the first baseman, the top player of the game for Game 1 of the 2020 World Series. And that's, I believe, that's Flowers on the left. I'm not sure. That might be Camargo on the right. The Braves have a chance to take a 2-0 series lead if they do win Game 2 tomorrow night right here in Minnesota. Basically, if they take a 2-0 series lead, they didn't win Game 2. They didn't win Game 2 right here in Minnesota. That was a great game. Probably took forever, and I'll let the announcer actually do the outro. I usually do that if it's a game off camera. Oh yeah. 16-9. Lou Jansen gets the win, 1-0 in the postseason. Trevor May gets the loss, 0-1 in the postseason. And Will Smith gets the save. I guess he pitched 3 innings. His first save of the postseason. Not sure why. I don't remember him doing 3. Didn't he only win 2? How did he get the save again? I don't know. Yeah, he only went 2 innings. I did at one point. It was a save. It was a save because it was within 3 runs at one point. 3 runs at one point. So Freddie Freeman, I guess he went 4 for 6. The Junior went 3 for 6. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I just see that, and he had a homer, double. He had a triple shot at side double. Acuna on the other hand, I guess 2 triples, a single, 3 runs, 2 run score. I mean, and then Swan. I mean, both teams 16 runs on 24 runs, no errors for the Braves, 9 runs on 21 runs, no errors for the Twins. I mean, but really, they got 3 in the 8th and 5 in the 9th. The 5 in the 9th really put the game away because if they were down by 2, you only need one base runner to win the time run of the play. Game 2 hopefully will be tomorrow. And then, well, hopefully the Twins can win. And really, I would be like, oh, I have been on vacation, I can't. So tomorrow probably Game 2 of the World Series in Minnesota. Remember, because Game 1 and 2 are in Minnesota. Game 3 and 4 in Atlanta. And remember, if there might not be a Game 4, you never know. Well, there will be if the Twins can win Game 2, and then there's a Game 5. It will be back here in Minnesota. But, I mean, that was an insane game. 3 in the first by the Braves. At one point, 4-0, 4-1, 7-1, 7-4, 7-5. And then at one point, to the lead, 8-7, 8-8, then 9-8, and then, 11-8, and then it became 16. Then it was, I think, 8-8, then 9-8, and then, on the 9, there was 11-9, and then they scored 5 to put the game out of reach. And Saturday, Twins March October 15 and franchise Sunday. I don't know if it's probably like some Roses show or something. If I can record a video before that. And but yeah, Game 3 or Game 2 tomorrow. Game 3, hopefully Wednesday or Thursday of next week. And if it's Wednesday, then the next day Game 4. If it's Thursday or Friday, and then one day off no matter what. Or really, if I do Game 3 on Thursday, or if it's posted on Thursday, then obviously Game 4 if there's one Friday, and then Game 5 if there's one Saturday. So there won't be that day off between Game 4 and Game 5 if it goes that far, unless I can post Game 3 on Wednesday and then Game 4 on Thursday. Or the only way that happens if I post Game 3 on Wednesday and Game 4 on Thursday. So yeah. I want Game 5 to be on Saturday if there is one, which I kind of want one, but the Twins, I mean, they gotta win Game 2 in Minnesota, which is because you gotta at least split. A best of 5 series, you gotta split. Because if you're down 0-2, I mean, the Yankees did that 0-2 against the Indians a few years back, 2017, I believe. So it's not impossible. But the difference is, Game 3 and 4 for that series, the Yankees will obviously beat the Twins. 2017 AL Wild Tournament. Game 3 and 4 were at home. It's only kind of hard to do when you have Game 3 and 4 on the road. But if you can win Game 3 and 4 on the road, then Game 5 back at home. But Twins just better off win Game 2, so you split at home, and then you can possibly win in Atlanta if you do win Game 3 and 4. Alright, that's number 12 on the board. If you get this episode with the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know, I'm going to see you in episode number 18 of the MLB Show 20 postseason series. See you in episode number 18! And you don't want to beat in. Go Twins.